Welcome back. Today is a 2015 CRV made by Honda. If you didn't know that. We're going to do some fluid changes. We're going to do the oil. Check it with that. Fill it with that. I'm just cooling down. I'm driving it all day. We're going to do the transmission fluid, just the a drain and fill, not going through a bunch of flushes or anything. We're also going to do the rear differential fluid. So I'm using some Mobil 1 high mileage. I have 115,000 miles on this vehicle with an extended performance filter. Got a long funnel. This is for the transmission fluid because the fill plug is right back here somewhere in that general area. Probably have to move the battery maybe, or just an air box or whatever. And then I got the transmission fluid. It's wrapped in a big bundle. It's your HCF2 transmission fluid. Also have gear oil. I'm gonna find out where that's at. I do have that. I got 2 quarts of the rear something pump, dual pump fluid for the rear. This is a touring edition, which is all-wheel drive, and we're gonna do that. That sounds like a fun plan today. Also we're gonna do, I'll move this fan, it's a little warm. So I installed this catch can here. This is because this is a GDI, direct injection engine, and I saw this catch can. This is from the PVC, goes up, say PVC, is that right? Yeah, or PCV, one or the other. Comes up from here, up to here, and then catches any oil in here and then comes back down and goes back in. Catches a pretty good amount. I have not checked it, I swear. This is me just lifting this up, and hard to see, but we'll take this off and take a gander at it. I'll do this every oil change just because, and I also do a CRC GDI / turbo ink valve cleaner on this. Let's see, pull this out, move the dipstick. Oh, you see all the goodness in there. See that? You can't see it. I don't know if that helped or not, but yeah, there's some sloppy goodness of oil in there. That's all the stuff that will be running through your intake. See that? So that's why I put it in. So I'll be draining that and running that system cleaner through. So let me grab some more tools and get this jacked up and get started. Using the purple gloves today. Here's the lift point right in the center. You see it? There's plastic here, plastic there, no plastic there. Sorry for the fan noise. There's a fan blowing behind my head. Turn it up inside. Do it a little better. Get the jack right there. Do that. Boom. Let's lift it on the subframe, lift everything up in the front, throw some few jack stands in, and we'll get started. One thing my dumbass did do is forgot to get the rear differential fluid. I was going to pick it up at the local dealership, and I just forgot about it. So I won't be doing that today. I'll just be doing the transmission and the oil and filter. Transmission filter. No transmission filter. And let's get started. Again, start like 6 times. Sneaky jack. Yeah. Undid the fill plug, let some more air in so it drains smoothly. Everyone's seen an oil change before probably if you look at this channel, but we'll do it anyway. Seems like everybody else does it. So here, that's the jack where I showed you where it's at. Right behind the jack, here's the fill plug. Drain plug right here. Oil filter is right here. I did use a K&N last time. Nothing wrong with K&N. I do like them. But the Mobil 1, look online, says they might be a little bit better actually filtering. So that's what I'm doing. I believe it's a 17 millimeter, which I have in my hand. Right there, yep. This oil is hot. I just drove about an hour or so into traffic. So it's rather warm. Crack it loose. It is loose. Got the purple gloves on. Do the old spinner trickarooey thingamajig. Sorry for the glare that's underneath it, but maybe it'll be better in post-production. But yeah, I'm just spinning off an oil plug. Not too much to see. And there it is. A couple little drips. More than I wanted, but not too bad. Pull that back. Goes right in the hole. Let that drain for a bit. Let's see if I can slide this over. And I can't do both at the same time. Maybe I can. Pull that back. Both thing the oil filter is right here. A little mess with my hands. Wipe my hands off and get the filter. One thing I've noticed in the past is having a fan, which is not blowing on me at the moment. But if you have a fan blowing on here to cool things down or cool you down on a hot day, that it will blow the oil around. A little bit of wind will blow the oil. Hear me blow. See that? So a hard wind will be messing with your oil. Spill drippage, so just be careful with that. Filter. You might be in the way. Yeah, I'm just reaching up, give it a twist, and the thing's hot. Really hot. My hand is slippery. They're so slippy. And it's hot. That's the big thing. I don't have an oil tool. I will get it, but this thing is rather hot. And there's a little bit of packing paper that came in the box with the oil in it. Sorry for the ruffles. To get some leverage on it. So I'm getting it. Alright. Spinaroo. And let that drain out as much as I can. I'm not going to drop it in like old Rayman does because I don't have the proper stuff like he does. I'm just going to thread it until I feel the threads disconnect from the filter. Oop, like that. Tip it over. Ah, I'm making a mess. This is the old wife's car. So, she will probably be aggravated that there's oil on the ground. But that's life. Oh crap, I'm making a damn mess. It's dripping. Someone's gonna say, what are you doing with the oil dripping? That's just me making a mess. So it's dripped. Oh, look at that. Look what I did. Look what I did. I'm still making a mess. She's gonna be mad. I did get new crush washers. Did I get them for this or just for the other stuff? I'm not gonna use a new one. Wasn't leaking. Leave it the same way. Yeah. You pay for this stuff because it's messy. That's why you pay for oil changes. I can't tell if I'm going the right way or not. I'm going backwards. I'm dripping from the oil filter too. Yeah, that's right. Alright. I didn't flip the washer or anything. Left it the way it was. It showed the same good seal. There's a torque spec on that. I'm probably not going to use it. There are people that use this torque spec on plugs. Yeah, they might. I'm not. Gotta make sure you do tighten it back up though. That's a plus. You don't want to over torque it. Alright. Take your new filter. That's the old one. That's the new one. Put some oil around the rings. Everybody knows this deal. Why do you put oil around the rings? I say rings. The seal. Because sometimes, if you don't, and I'll use the new one to show you. This rubber grommet will get stuck into the car and be very hard to take off. The oil just prevents it from sticking to the base plate up here and allows you to take the filter off easier. So that's the reason. If you didn't know, someone dipped my finger in some new oil. What you did here, rub my finger around it, just like so. And all lubed up. Maybe you see the shine, maybe you don't, but it's there. You take this beautiful, clean, pristine rag and just give it a once over around the edges here for any dirt and debris. Make sure it's cleaned up. It should be there. I'll take it and I'm going to screw it in. I'm screw it in fairly gently. It's at an angle, it's about 45-ish angle, degree maybe. It spins a bunch of turns and you torque it down, hand tight, that's it. Alright, move this pan out the way and I'm in trouble. I made a huge mess. I got some oil dry I'll use, but man, this house is just a year old. This is a year old concrete. Yeah, she ain't gonna be excited about this. Why did I do it on her side? I did do it on her side, and now both sides are kind of dirty, messy. If there's some brake cleaner on it or something. It is what it is. Can't do nothing about it now. All right, now we gotta fill it back up with oil. I'm gonna drain this pan here. I'm gonna catch the transmission fluid in the same pan. I hope, I don't know how many quarts, 15 quarts I can handle in this. There's some in it. I'm only draining maybe 5, just to be on the safe side. Let me drain it back into the bottle after I fill it up and get started in the transmission. All right, how many quarts? I believe it's 4.6 if I'm not mistaken. I did look it up, and 4.6. Here's my awesome little funnel. It's tiny. and prevent some spillages. This is 0W20 as it says on the cap. Definitely not a sponsor. I barely have any subscribers in video. So if you like this video or content like this, I want you to like and subscribe. It helps me out. I know we don't say that, but use a little plug, but every little bit helps. This will be corn oil. Fun stuff. Yippee! So it's almost a full 5 quarts. Once it feels light enough, turn it to its side. Ooh, drip, little drip. Now look. I'm going to set this up here to roughly, that's pretty good. But so that's the half quart left. You can see that. It's right there at that line, like perfectly on that line. I'll give it a little bit more, 4.6. So I need to go down, divide this by 5, and then take 1 away. That's leave 6. Probably could stop there and be okay, but let's make it right. Stop. Go back to the spot. Did I get there good enough? Maybe a little bit more. You see the line right there? It's down here. A bit more. About 4.7, about 4.6. So let's give it what it wants. I think that's about right. See there? Line there, down here. Yeah. Look at that. I have some other jugs. I'm gonna take the old oil from here and fill it up into an old jug. Keep this for fresh new oil. I can sometimes combine that rest of that oil into one jug. It's mixed oil, but it works. I use it for lawnmowers or whatever. And tighten this thing back up. This part is done. I do have this delicious looking container here. It holds oil. Drop this stuff off at Walmart, whatever, and they'll take it. Big old hole in it, so I'm gonna dump this into there. Get rid of that, make sure this thing is empty, and then I'll drain the transmission fluid. These things are just cheap old Walmart containers. Leave this unhooked so the air can come through to let this out. This thing, like I said, cheap, it's broken, so I have to clean this up every time. In the container, it goes. You can't see it on camera, but you can, wide angle, and it's just flowing in there. Yeah, that was fun, huh? That's an oil change. Oh, yippee. If you haven't seen one of those before, you probably have not been on YouTube looking for them. They're everywhere. Take the drain plug out again because I'm going to be using it. Go to the side. Back over. Cover up my big tank. I'll put this away. Go to the side. Oil is changed. Filter. I clean it up. Get the debris off. It's just going to contaminate. Dust and stuff's going to get all over it. This to the side. Let's bring you back up top. A little high, a little bit tall. I'll let it back down again, and we will make sure I can get to the service. Fill it before I drain it. If I can't fill it, then there's no point in draining it because then I'm stuck. So make sure I can do that. You look straight down this guy right there. See that yellow thing right there? See that yellow guy? It says HCF2. That is a transmission hole. Yellow right there. That says that's the fill plug. Is that metal? That's metal. It's a metal. All these magnetic crap. I can't get to what I'm getting to. No, right here. Put that there. There. I just said there. All right, put that right there. I'm gonna get to that little dipstick pluggy thingy majigger right there. All right, we need this tool or this tool or this tool. It's more just to reach my hand in. Okay, and grab behind this hose. Grab this thing and lift it out. Simple as that. That is it. It stinks. Woo! You smell it. It almost smells like a cattle farm. If you've ever been around horse or cow manure, that's what it smells like, oddly enough. So if you ever just want to like, hey, what does that transmission fluid smell like? Just go to a cow farm and you can smell like crap. Try to clean it off as best I can. Got me some nice clean blue towels. Pull away from the hole, not on the hole. Away, away, run away. God, it does stink. It's like a cow just took a dump in there. A little bit of debris stuck to the side. All right, I'll put the thing back on. Not hand tight, because it's basically just a plunger. You see that? That's all it is. A little dirty. Yeah. It's never been taken off before. Put some oil on there, make sure it goes down nice and smoothly. Requires fluid. My flashlight. I miss you. So when's a flashlight? When's a light become a flashlight? That's a topic. I don't know. You figure flashlights kind of handheld. Lights are bigger. It's regular lights. I mean, just a light. That flashlight. Does this mean it's as bright as a flash? Time that word was invented, they weren't as bright as a flash. These flashes are pretty bright and Lights are bright now, but they weren't that bright back then. All right, going underneath, going down. I'm going under. What a stupid song. I know it's only one jack stand, but can't find my other one. Safety third. Well, I always say this fan's just blowing. It's not blowing on me. I just like the whoosh sound my videos have. Whoosh. Underneath. We look for things to pry on, and we take stuff out and drain fluids. So honestly, this jack might be in the damn way. You try to find the field plug, drain plug, whatever the hell it is. It is right there. Whoopee. You see it? Right away. See it? Right here. So lower it down again. I'm gonna lift from the driver's side up, and so it tilts this way, let the fluid out. That's my plan. I gotta put the pan right here. Yep. Other question is, how do you know it's full? Go back over. Get my little jack stand. Ah, loud noises. We shall slide this under. I like that. Yeah. That there looks good. Yeah. Yes, we live in Louisiana, South Louisiana, Baton Rouge area, which we don't have salt, meaning we don't have much rust. Hooray! You see that? Yep, that's the drain plug. Pull this over. It's a 3/4 inch. Sorry, 3/8 inch. I got a socket. Big long extension. Don't need it. Some people use breaker bars. This one's pretty long though. Alright, got it in. Click it to reverse. Ooh, it's a tight one. I really just wonder where the fill plug is. Not fill. Overfill plug. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Pop! Yeah, it was on there. Never done before, I bet. 115,000. So, I'm probably gonna get wet. You gonna get wet? Woo! Come to a party. So, drain plugs drain out of the tub. Oh, it's dripping. It's dripping. Oh, this actually looks pretty good. Oh, it's I say looks good. It's not. Whoa! She's a squirter. Oh, come on. It stinks. I'm gonna let her down a little bit, flatten this thing out to let all the fluid out. Smashy, did I? I'm making a damn mess, is what I'm saying. Undo the little cap. Can I get it from here? No. Maybe it won't. Good gunk on me. Like it was doing. Oh, that's a mess. Oh no. Oh man. Oh man, this is just a bad day. The bolt fell out. That made a mess. Not much on the bolt, which is good. That means, on it means, Dude, this is just a cluster of a day. Our hands are completely wrecked. Alright. So the bolt has some little metal on it, but only a little bit. That's a good sign. A little sign the clutches are doing good inside there. Oh, here's the crush washer. I did get new crush washers for this. Since this doesn't even look that bad. Probably can get away with stay keeping it, but we shall see. I got extras. I'm gonna let it down all the way, I think. God, I'm gonna. Gloves gone. Ugh. This is a mess. It's because it didn't have much viscosity to it. It's very liquidy. So because it's liquidy, it splatters really easy. All right, don't let me forget the fill. Put the plug back in. Count one. Got it. All right. Looks like it's drained. That's good. Let me go find the crush washer to this. Verify it's the right size. So that's the original crush washer. We get a pack of 10. Next, I'm going to do this 10 times in this car's life. What? I think the Honda ones are pretty. They're not even in bad shape. I know I'll get away with it, but they're cheap. This one is I'd say a smidgen thinner. Not sure if it goes which way it goes on. There's this side is a little smoother, rounded on the edges, and this one's flatter. I don't know. I put the flat side toward the transmission. I'm trying to look at this one. Does it have it? Any signs of that? Maybe just the way it was stamped. That's the bolt side. And I will torque this to spec. This is a magnet. Pulls any kind of particles from the engine, transmission, I should say, like any type of metal shavings. Squat you down as best I can. Still draining it a smidgen. I can still reach in there and put it off. All right. Move that, clean it up, and I gotta find the torque spec. Honestly, I think I have a picture of it. A picture. 36 foot-pounds. 36. All right. The right way. It is. Put it in the hole. Everybody see it? Factory spec. Click, click. All right. He's torqued. He's torqued. Clean this up. Shiny. I do have a torque spec on. Well, what is it? While I'm at it, what is that torque spec? 30 foot-pounds. We're gonna do it the right way. Again. Oh, right there. I was dead on. It moved a smidgen. Nope, you can't even see me. You see my armpit. That's not good. Yeah. I went to torque it and moved a smidgen, and then click, click. So I was right on. I can't get any better than that. I've only done this like twice. Stuff down on that. I don't know how many quarts I came out, but I got 5 that went in. If I can put all 5, we shall see. A long funnel is to get down that hole. Yippee! It says 4.5 quarts of HCF2 fluid. Got a cool funnel. Could be better. This was Amazon recommended funnel for this car. So people said they bought that H2FC fluid. They used this funnel. I think they lied. Shit don't work. There's brackets in the way. The bracket, the green thing right there. This thing's in the way. I can't go straight in. I'll move this clippy. It's so clippy. At the end of this, should I check the oil? Should I see if it's good? Or should I just believe the specs for it? I'm the only dumbass that does this shit with a $600 watch on. Probably. I gotta make sure I get my steps. I like grunting. Brr. Just shows that a little bit of extra that you can't see on camera. Did he really pull hard enough? But if I grunt, yeah, he did. He grunted. He's a man. So that's why I grunt. There's a 10 mil. Let me loosen that. 10 mil. All just to get a funnel in. Yeah, flexible funnel. Shit, man, I'm just grabbing all kinds of wrong stuff. Here's a 10. Just want to get this thing off. There we go. Move that out of the way, or in the way, one or the other. And it has a clippy here. You should not have to do all this crap. 2:46 on Friday afternoon. It is April 28th. April 28th. That little bolt right there, I'll probably lose it. I'll move this little wiring harness off to the wilderness. It's right in the damn way. I'll pull it down into the fan. It's right up the hole. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ah, stupid thing. All right, got it in the hole. Kind of wobbled that harness out of the way. One bolt. Only one. I'll put it right there. Everybody remember that bolt. My glove is looking shabby. We shall grab our 5.0 quarts of transmission fluid. CVT transmission fluid. Here's number 1. Let's see. This is genuine Honda. Not a sponsor. Stole that from you know, everybody knows them. Oh, Erico. Yeah, I got all 5. I only got 5. Yeah, I want to make you watch me. I'm very talkative this one. I don't know. Still tired. Hope it's in the hole. If not, I'm making a mess. Is it right hole? Oh, yeah. It's a little bit greener, yellowish looking. It's a little dirty. I did buy this vehicle used from a dealership at around 80-ish thousand miles. And wasn't a Honda dealership. It was actually a Toyota dealership. Double check these fluid levels. Oh, 4.5 quarts, not 6. 6 was the oil. I don't know if y'all know this. The can is designed like this, so you pour it this way. Well, I don't know if you knew that or not. Some people pour it sideways, either way. The idea is don't let the air bubbles in. And this way it gives you the time to ramp up this neck and pour out. If you didn't know that, leave something in the comments saying thanks for that amazing tip. It's just a tip. See? Not spilling, not spilling, not spilling, not spilling. Get really close to that hole and then it comes out. That's the idea. What if I just had this thing in the wrong spot and I just had 3 quarts of this oil just pouring down the floor right there? It'd be funny. It'd be funny. Not really. I'd have a pissed off wife. That wouldn't be funny. But she might be mad, but I'd still be the one cleaning it up. And that's number trace. That equals 3 in Espanol, which is Spanish. Here's number 4. Yeah, no dipstick on this, so that means I can't test to see if I have enough, too much, too little. We will just have to go by the specs. They said it. It's on the internet, so it has to be true, right? All right, everybody knows that. So I'm looking to get right here. So 16 pints, I'm going for the 16 pints mark. Us Americans don't speak in milliliters. Check it. We got 600 milliliters left. Check it. I'm right there. I'm not right there. Got a little splish splash in there. I'll bring you over here and see. If you can't see. I got the line right there, and then the 16 ounces, which means 32 is a quart, 16 is a pint. Got 1 pint left. That's 4.5. Look at my math skills. Pretty good, ain't they? It's not even math. It's just me pouring liquids. This one, All right, drained fairly well. So got me a new funnel. Clean up this cap a little bit. It's not that bad. So people know what it is. It is HCF2 fluid. Move that harness out of the way. Give it a good plug. All right. Move this bracket back into location. Grab this 10mm bolt and screw it down. So, switch ratchet in reverse. Zip, zip, zip. Put that clip back in place. Move this glove first. It's shredded. All right. I think that is it. I think that's it, fellas. I should clean this little beast up. So, let them not. I'm gonna crank it up. I'm gonna go through all the gears. I want to make sure she drives, and then which really, I'm gonna do all that stuff. Oh, no, got catch can to do. Forgot about that. That's what I'm gonna do. Catch can dirty, as you see. This is from one oil change worth. One oil change. This is what's going through your intake. That's what's blocking up all your valves, intake valves. That's it. All this trash. All that trash that goes into your intake, clogs up the back of your valves, and creates a mess. So I do this every oil change, clean this out. I use some CRC cleaner. Wipe this out, get this nice and somewhat cleaned up. It's going to get filled up again, but I'm not trying to make it dirty. Clean it because it'll be hard to screw back on. This little thing, I'm not sure exactly what this thing does, but I think it just keeps it, maybe it has magical powers. It keeps them splashing around. That might be it. It has a cleanish rag. That stuff came off of it. Anyway, you see it. It was a couple teaspoons worth. I don't know. Enough, not what you want in your intake. Anyway, it smells like gas. There's a lot of gas smell to it. Put that back in. We'll stick that back on the car. Again, this is probably a little $30 catch can from the old Amazon. Not a sponsor. I'll say that too. Just kidding. Which I'm not. But installed it myself. Pretty easy. This car had some room in it. Pull the dipstick out so I can screw it in. I'm pulling it out with my hand. On this hand, just because it pushes up against the side back here. Put the little dipstick in, which is kind of stupid, honestly. Why is it stupid? Well, it's stupid because it's black. It's black. Oh, it's black. Can't see when it's on it. You gotta look at it, touch it, something like that. But the idea is that you can check it every once in a while and see if there's too much in there. So that's done. That's clean. all good to go. Yeah, I know it looks custom. No, it looks kind of good, I think. A couple zip ties. It's mounted here good. And so you're supposed to run that stuff properly. You're supposed to spray it in there, use the whole can. I use the brake booster line, which is this guy right here, easy to get to. Look, it's this guy right here. Unclip it there, or unclip it right back here off the brake booster. Anyway, one or the other. I spray the stuff in there. If you ever seen it done, look it up. And I spray it in, and then you spray it to the whole can's done while the engine's running at around 2,000 to 3,000 RPMs. Once it's done, let it soak. You let it soak for an hour. After the hour, you go and run it. You drive it. You drive it for about 15 minutes up and down the road at highway speeds. And once you're done with that, it should knock off some of that carbon off those valves, those intake valves. They get all carbonized up. So that's the premise of it. I think it works. First time we did it, we got the car, like I said, 86,000 miles. We got it from Jackson area, Mississippi. Jackson area. We live in Baton Rouge area. So that was about a few hour drive, 2.5 hours, something like that. Anyway, and it wasn't getting good gas mileage. Wondering why? That's when I started looking into these. Well, I knew a little bit about the GDI engines, so I put that stuff in. Actually, I think I heard chunks falling off the valves as I sprayed it in. Now these, you could walnut blast them. Downside of this particular engine, as you see here, you have the exhaust manifold right here. The exhaust manifold's in the front, which means you can't get to the valves easy on this side. It's on this side. So I've done it. I can show you some pictures in the video of I took this manifold off, this intake manifold right here. I took it off, moved it back a little bit, took a little, those cameras, those snake cameras. I brought it in here, looked at the valves and see, and they had some gunk on them. That was the first time running it through. I'd actually like to look at it again soon, sometime, but I'm not gonna deal with it right now. Car's running good, gets around 26, 27 miles to the gallon. I don't think it's perfect, whatever, but it's not too bad. Yeah, again, it was getting like on a highway road about 23 to 24 on that whole trip down back from Jackson to here. And so I think we improved it over the time. Every time I change the oil, I do run that spray cleaner through it. And I have the catch can. The catch can's kind of preventing a lot of that trash from getting on the intake valves. So I'll take you through the gears first. I'll take you through all the gears, make sure that it runs. Because if it doesn't, I'm a joke. I'm a hack. Moves, yay. I'm gonna clear code. Vehicle settings. Change settings. Maintenance reset. Yay. Click that. Reset. 100% complete. Alright. Easy as pie. Exit. That's what I have. 113,281 miles. It's 82 degrees in this garage. I'm gonna close this hood. I'm gonna take a spin around the block. I'll take you with me if you want to see. Let's go on a journey. Alright. Into drive. Whee! She'll take this down the road and make sure it shifts through its gears with the CVT. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. There's no gears in a CVT. But make sure it does shift properly. Seems fine. I know in my other video on my mother's Toyota RAV4, someone mentioned about the screen I had in it is a joining radio. I put the same similar model in this vehicle. The sun's right on it right now. It's hard to see. But yeah, same thing. I don't have my phone on me. It does do CarPlay and Android Auto automatically, wirelessly, I guess you'd say. It would be connecting. Anyway, I'm gonna conclude this video and hope you guys learned something, or just like to see oil splatter all over the place. If not, then don't hit the dislike button. I don't like that. Hit a like anyway. And hope you enjoyed it. And leave some comments. I love comments. I love answering comments. I love people. Yeah, even people talk crap to me. I love it. So no one really does it though. I don't think I'm too controversial or anything. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. We got a little bonus footage for you. This is going to be the cleaning of the injected valves with the CRC intake valve and turbo cleaner. Get your valves looking like this to this in one easy step. Actually, it doesn't, but it gets close, and it's a couple steps. But what we're gonna do? Can't see. Let me grab a little light right there. This little clip right here. This goes to the brake booster. I'm gonna remove that. Crank the engine. Remove that, and I'm gonna get a little hose. I'm gonna stick this little hose into it. From a hose out there. This hose on this can right here. I'm gonna stick it in. I'm gonna take a little pole like this. Goes to my jack, and I'm gonna push it onto the seat and use the power seat to slowly accelerate it so it doesn't stall. Not till it doesn't stall, but get around 2,000 to 3,000 RPMs, like it says in the direction. I move this little clamp up using some pliers. tires. So grab it, move it up. I'm gonna wiggle it. Wiggle. There. Hard to do with my hand. Right there. Get the engine wrapped up a little bit. Yeah, it's loud, it's hot. Woo! I got about maybe that much of the can left. The engine's blowing hard. It's kind of cool down. It's hot. You smell this stuff too. Ooh, it comes out the exhaust. Ooh, smells like fireworks is what it smells like. You're probably gonna have some check engine light. See on the dash there. A little better. See that blinking on the lash there? And that's because you're actually you're giving it fuel, and the car's not giving it fuel, and it's revving up, so that it doesn't know any better. It will clear itself. So I'm just gonna give it some time, let all the air mixture and stuff get back together. So I got a little bit left in here. I'm gonna do it one more time and finish the can up. Here. Down. And you wait.